Good afternoon, NADA. Welcome back to day 2. We're glad you're all here. We're starting to see a lot of dealers walking around again and getting into the action. Here on the Dominion DMS stage, we're thrilled to highlight our valued vendor partners. And right now, I'm with Nick Hodges, and she is with VINCUE. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Absolutely. And you're the Chief Operating Officer.
Correct.
So that means you get all the problems.
That is also correct.
All right, but you know a lot about VINCUE, and you'll be able to help our dealers understand more about what VINCUE does, as well as maybe a little bit about the relationship.
Exactly.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started.
All right. So VINCUE, if you're not familiar with what VINCUE is, we are an inventory management system. We have a market pricing tool, a website platform, an advertising platform, and a buying center. And I think this one explains it really well. But VINCUE is vehicle lifecycle management. Basically, inside the system, we help plan, which is the most important part, on what vehicles they need to buy. So we have a very intelligent buying plan along with market analytics. And then moving over to the buy side, we have an amazing, extensive appraisal process. We have just launched for NADA our enhanced appraisal, which is so overwhelming. You need to talk to the performance managers because they know so much more about it than I do. But that's also where our inventory acquisition piece lives. And we also just launched our trade network, which is a dealer-to-dealer network. So if you're a VINCUE client, you can buy and sell amongst other VINCUE clients.
Nice, great.
Which is wonderful and exciting. We also have our VBC tool, and that is a buying center so that our dealers can actually have conversations with consumers selling their vehicles on Facebook and car gurus. And so that all lives in VINCUE. We integrate with any CRM so that information goes back and holds all their lead information. And then our inventory management tool is where the story begins. That's where we come in, and our partnership with you is so you safely and securely deliver that beautiful inventory, and we make it pretty so that we can syndicate it out to the world and tell the story on the websites and digital advertising platforms. So that's basically vehicle lifecycle management in a nutshell, and what we are at VINCUE.
Awesome. Well, you do a lot of things, and it's always exciting when you're launching an improved solution as well, right?
Exactly.
Good.
Yes. I will say just one of the differences about VINCUE, and we have lots of competitors out there, but one of the things that we concentrate on and that we have launched and trying to change the mindset on the way that we speak is what we call highest authentic value.
Okay.
So instead of, if you think about the day-to-day that the dealer's like, how many did we sell today? We're trying to change that mindset and not say, how many vehicles have we sold today, but how are we empowering, how are we better in the market? How are we overcoming the market and being the best of the market and not the cheapest in the market? Because we're trying to tell a different story, and it's difficult for dealers because of inventory and they just want to bottom line how many to sell, but we're trying to tell a different story and teach and train on how to tell that story. So that's where the highest authentic value comes from.
Okay.
And if you could stop by our booth today, our performance managers are going to walk you through every piece of information in VINCUE and how it works. This is the life cycle management and how it works, starting with buying to appraising to acquiring to merchandising, syndication, selling to the right audience, manage the inventory beautifully to get to all your websites and third parties so that you can sell it. And then we also have an amazing reporting and analytics tool in the background. So they never have to leave VINCUE. It's all one stop, one shop, just trying to get past the race to the bottom and make a difference in the market.
So back to your high authentic value. Is that where this would come in? Like you're trying to teach dealers to look here and continuously look for increased value in the sale of the vehicle versus just the number of units.
Right, and treating each piece of inventory like there's a purpose behind the inventory. You want to tell the story of the inventory. I've been saying this to our staff forever about the story of the vehicle, and I heard it said better than I do when I saw Jay Leno speak the other day at JD Power. He said, I don't buy the car, I buy the story. So that's what we've been trying to teach is you have to tell the story, teach the story behind the vehicle so that when you're making that purchase, you feel good about that car, and it's not just about buying a piece of inventory. So yeah, that's the story we're trying to tell in all one complete package.
Okay, excellent. So you have a promotion.
We do.
So first of all, where is 4241? In
We
case
are right
somebody
across from you. You see where it says game on right
Yeah.
across? Yeah.
Okay.
Right over there.
Oh, right beyond there. I gotcha. Okay, so you could actually get there in like less than 13 seconds.
You could skip, and I would love to see anyone do it.
Okay, skip on
Skipping
down.
is more fun than walking.
Skip on down to VINCUE. Okay, so tell us about your NADA show promotion.
So we have a $50 chip if you just stop by the booth and do a demo with one of our sales associates, and then if you do that, you also give us your business card. We'll enter you in a drawing. We're giving away 2 Scotty Cameron putters. I am not a golfer, so I apologize, but apparently that's a really cool deal. And if you're a VINCUE client already, we want your business card. You still get to go in the drawing.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then we always have special pricing for NADA.
Sure. Okay, great.
I think. And then there's us.
Right.
We have a really unique partnership. I was trying to think about the first time I met Dominion and it was introduced. It was our very first group. We have a group out in Nebraska, the Jansen group, that uses Dominion. And I've been around the car business, well, a couple of decades, but we won't talk about that. But with VINCUE, about 8 years. And one of the first things that I did was trying to build partnerships with DMSs, CRMs, and I got a lot of phones slammed in my ear. In the beginning days, they didn't want to help us, but we had a few that really helped us, and you guys were actually one of them, and I've always valued that, so I appreciate that. But the Jansens use you. We didn't really even know exactly how valuable all the pieces of information are that the dealer has to deal with every single day, but one of the things that we take very seriously are our vendor partners, the import from the DMS, as well as us taking care of that and securing that data and syndicating it out to the world so we can tell that story. But we have a unique partnership. We're about to go into your view, and which is really exciting. We have a few dealers on Dominion now, so we've been working with you for a long time, but I'm excited about what's next in the integration.
Well, I'm sorry you got phone slammed, but I'm glad that we built a partnership and can continue to build it from there. As far as a partnership with a third party goes, as a DMS provider, dealers kind of have to use the functionality in the system, but I find that when things get busy or crazy in the dealership, processes break down and they don't always use all the other pieces of technology that they've made investments in. One of my goals is to make these integrations as seamless and efficient as possible so that they get as much use out of your solutions as they do out of ours. Because I think if we can make it better for the dealer, we have a good shot of both being continued to be used by the dealer.
1,000%. And when we're on our onboarding process, it's really important for my team to find out everyone that they need us to integrate with, and we try to form that partnership immediately. The DMS is the source of truth for us.
Yes.
So we've seen a lot of really dirty DMS feeds come over. So if I have any advice to anyone switching to a bigger system, a different system, is to clean up your DMS.
Yeah,
and really use it to its fullest advantage, because we consider that the source of truth, and that's where the story starts.
Great. Well, I think you have a car here.
I do. So you asked me my favorite muscle car. I'll tell you a little story. It's the 1970 Chevy Nova in cherry red, that specific color. My uncle had one when I was young. My uncle was a really small man too, and he had a kind of souped up vehicle like this, and he would hop in there. But I always ask him, can you pick me up from school, because it just made me.
Oh, you could hear it coming from blocks away.
It was really loud, and it was just, I felt always so cool in that car. I still don't know how we got up in that, looking at it now and looking back on it, but that is definitely my favorite muscle car.
Well, you'd look cool in it with your outfit today as well.
Exactly.
There's something about cherry red and Nick. All right. Well, thank you, VINCUE, for your partnership. Nick, thanks for joining me here on the stage today and telling our dealers a little bit more about what VINCUE can do for them. We appreciate the partnership, and we hope more dealers also go visit your booth and check out the putter.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate the partnership as well.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.